Yo, what's good? Now, I'm sorry to disappoint you all, but I will not be at Superfly 3. I'm not there. I would have been there by now. This is my last minute prediction for Porter versus Garcia, Danny Garcia. Now, I didn't want to go to. I do want to go. I wish I was there right now, actually. I'm kind of regretting not going to Superfly 3, but I didn't want to go because it's not a Superfly card. It's not a Superfly main event. I know we got Mick Williams Arroyo on the undercard, and I'm sure the other fight's going to be pretty good too, but it should not be a Superfly card. The name shouldn't be on this. If it was Superfly 3, then it should have been Estrada versus Sorong Versailles 2, not Gallito versus Orokuta, who I seen him fight. He's pretty good. He has a good record, but it's not a HBO headliner. Even HBO After Dark. This fight should not be a Superfly card. That's why I'm not there. But I wish I was there, damn it. Little rant. I never ranted about that, how I felt about that. So there you go. Kind of tricked you guys into listening to my opinion on that fight. But Garcia versus Porter. This is going to be a banger. This is going to be a banger, guys. Porter is non-stop. Now, the reason Thurman versus Garcia was kind of a stinker is because Thurman has become a bit of a runner in these last few years. He gets on his bike, runs around. Yes, he beat Garcia. He beat him clearly, but he was gassing out at the end. And Garcia landed big shots on Thurman. Now, I don't even think Garcia would have won if it was 15 rounds. I think 9 out of 10 times Thurman beats Garcia because he has better footwork. He throws more. Garcia's inactive, and he's very flat-footed. He's kind of like a Broner. Except he moves around a little bit more than Broner when he has to, and he hits harder than Broner, and he jabs a lot more than Broner. But Garcia's a little, he's a lot like Broner. The funny thing is that Broner's faster than Garcia, and Garcia's nicknamed Swift, but Broner's faster. Now, the reason that's important in this fight is because Porter's going to bring the pressure nonstop. I thought Porter beat Thurman. Porter's fight with Thurman was a lot closer than Garcia's fight with Thurman. I thought Thurman clearly beat Garcia, but Thurman did not clearly beat Porter. Now, I'm fine with Thurman winning because he was a champion. And in a close fight, I don't care what anybody says, it probably should go to the champion. But I thought Porter won. It is what it is. I thought Thurman should have gave Porter a rematch by now, but that is what it is. And we know where Thurman is right now, or we don't know where Thurman is right now. But I see Porter keeping that constant pressure on Garcia for 12 rounds. Garcia could move, but he could not move as well as Thurman. Also, he doesn't throw as much as Thurman. Thurman has a decent chin. He's never been dropped. Garcia has a really good chin. I don't think that really matters tonight because Porter's not a big puncher. He's a volume puncher, kind of like a Tim Bradley. He also sneaks in these rough tactics when he sneaks in his head like a Tim Bradley, sneaks in those elbows. It's going to be a rough fight for Garcia. And I don't see him moving around enough, circling enough to avoid Porter or throwing enough. He's not active enough. In the Herrera fight, he got outworked. Yeah, very, very, very different styles. I thought Herrera beat him a lot clearer than Thurman did. But Herrera jabbed, he moved. I see Porter has a really sneaky jab. He has a good jab. He throws it, and then he goes out. He goes in, then he goes out. He goes in, jabs, then he goes out. He is a smart fighter. I know you guys think that he's a bulldozer, and that he just comes in with his head first all the time. He does that. But he's a very intelligent fighter. If you don't believe me, just watch his fight with Devin Alexander. That showed his boxing IQ in that fight. So Porter's gonna rough him up. He's gonna be on the inside nonstop for the whole fight. Or if he's not on the inside, he's gonna be out of range of Garcia. Garcia, who doesn't jab that much to go in anyway. Now, Garcia could bang. Garcia could bang, and he bangs out with anybody. So it'll be a good fight, kind of like Thurman Porter was a good fight, but it'll be less of a good fight than the Thurman fight because he doesn't throw as much as Thurman does. So I see him getting worked over 12 rounds. I don't see anyone getting stopped in this fight. If anyone gets knocked down, I think it'll be Thurman, kind of like a flash knock. Porter. I see maybe Porter getting knocked down once, maybe even hurt, but I don't see him going out. And I believe that's the only way Garcia's gonna win, by knockout. Do not see him winning a decision against a guy that's gonna pressure him nonstop for 12 rounds and outwork him. He's gonna outwork him a lot more than Thurman did. This is gonna be a good fight, guys. But I think Porter's gonna beat him 8-4, kind of like Thurman did, except the rounds are gonna be clear. And the rounds that Garcia's gonna win, I don't see him being as clear as the rounds that he won against Thurman. So it'll be 8-4, but you could argue that this close round that you gave Garcia could have gone to Porter as well. So Porter by unanimous decision. Called it here in my last chance prediction video. Thanks for watching. Peace.